Hey, family. Thanks for giving us a few minutes of your time. It's December, and that means that we are 9 months now into navigating COVID 19 and all that it means for us as a church. When we first began talking about not being able to gather together on Sunday mornings, I shared with you guys how panicked I was over the thought of that. My fear was that it would be easy for some people, having been away and gotten out of the habit of gathering, it would be easy for some people to just completely leave the church. Maybe to leave MC and no longer be a part of MC, and especially for those who were on the fringes and not really all that connected with New City. But the fear was not just for them, it was for even our regulars as well. Along the way, over these past months, we've shared with you the dangers of drifting away from missional community, drifting away from Sunday morning gatherings, and even more, drifting away from a close walk with Jesus. Well, it is no longer a fear that some might drift. Sadly, we are now experiencing the reality of that drift.
When we added kids' classes in September, we had more of our family gathering for worship for a few weeks. Then attendance started dropping. Lately, our attendance has settled in around a third of where it was pre-COVID, and several of our attendees each week are either visitors or Mercer students. We miss you. We miss our family and our family gathering. I posted a blog yesterday about the continuing mission of our church. Despite the impact COVID has had on our Sunday mornings, God's mission for our church in this community continues on. We are replanting New City Eastside. We're leading cohorts, men's and women's. We are running a replant residency to train revitalization and replanting pastors. And we're launching new missional communities all the time. Please continue to pray for the leaders of our church and for our church as a whole, that God will continue to use all of us to share the gospel with the world around us. Ministry opportunities come at a financial cost as well. About a dozen of our families moved to New City Eastside to help replant the church, and their giving has moved with them. Benevolence needs are increasing. Some are COVID related, some are not. We have more benevolence funds flowing to partners and others to help than we have ever had before in our church. Yet in recent months, our giving has dropped. I know that times are tough for some, and if you're in need of financial assistance, please let us know. Your church family is here to help. But if you're able to give and you've not been faithfully giving for whatever reason, please do give to support our church. The work continues, and the work continues to grow, and we need your prayer support and your financial support.
So COVID has changed a lot about the way that we do things, but the ways that we operate on a Sunday morning are basically the same. We still have a Connect team that works in the parking lot and serves as greeters and managing the coffee bar. We still have a prayer team and a band and a tech team. And in September, we relaunched our kids' classes after 6 months off. So you may come to church on Sunday mornings and everything may seem normal and fine, but what you may not realize is that nearly every week, Connect team leaders are struggling to get every spot covered. Maybe you haven't considered that before COVID, we had 10 kids classes over 2 services, and now we're only able to offer 4 classes in 1 service, and even those aren't fully staffed. So if we don't have class offerings for kids, many families won't come to church. So I'm speaking now to those of you who have no physical issues preventing you from coming to church and serving. If you served before and haven't gotten back into it yet again, now is the time. If you've never served before, now is the time to start. The need is great, especially in kids ministry.
Attendance, giving, serving, really those things aren't the issue. The real issue is spiritual drifting. Let me say this. There are some in our body who need to continue to be extra careful. We know that. We pray for you, we are for you, and we're not talking to you. So I want to make sure that you hear that from me. We really are not talking to you or about you. If you need to be away for health reasons, do. Really, We are talking to those who have just become comfortable with not coming to church, not coming to MC, not serving. We're talking to those who maybe started out online with us, and then when we could gather together again, continued online, or maybe those who started out online with us, and it's just become easy to even miss being online. Those who have genuinely drifted and now use COVID-19 as an excuse. Our purpose with this video is not to shame or guilt you, but to call you to some soul searching. We're worried about you, genuinely worried about you. We want to see you walk with Jesus. We want to see you grow in your faith and to be a part of the mission that God has called you and your family to. And the truth is, we need you. God has called us to a great mission together, and it's together that we serve and accomplish this mission. And without you, we can't. Without you, we're handicapped. So we're worried about you, we need you, and we love you.
We know it's been a rough year, and we know it can be hard to get back into church and back into serving and giving, but your church, your family needs you. We need you to be here, giving of yourselves and your resources to see the gospel transform everything within our reach. We love you all. See you Sunday.